Hey y'all, Sniper Trader here. It is Thursday, March 21st, 2024. Haven't been posting a lot lately because there's really not a lot going on for me. Here's my recap for the past 3 days. Can't do anything right lately, so I did make $20 in dividends. I've lost $1,000 trading futures. I'm trying out some new tickers, specifically oil and platinum. So I'm kind of learning how those work. I'm back to my usual options losses, negative 700-ish almost. Stock trades, I got out of one I've been bag holding forever for a 60-cent profit, but I'm happy to be out of it without a loss. I updated my totals because somehow going through each day, adding to and subtracting or whatever, I screwed it all up. So these are accurate numbers for my monthly total as of right now. So I'm up 6 grand on the month, but I've kind of had a losing streak lately. These are the only 3 futures trades I made. I did a small scalp on NQ on the 19th. And yesterday, after hours, I entered platinum and crude oil. Platinum went my way. It actually got up to about 500 profit. And then this morning when I woke up, it was down and it was getting really close back to my entry, so I just got out for a small profit. And oil totally went against me. Oil doesn't have to move very much because every penny is worth $10. So yeah, as you can see, that adds up really fast. So that one kind of screwed me. I actually reversed this trade. So it basically sold twice. So I'm actually in a long or a short right now. It exited my long and it closed my long, and then it got me in a new long, if that makes any sense at all. When you reverse a trade, it basically closes the position you're in and opens a new one. So that's that. I've had a negative 1,361 futures loss over the past 3 days. Hopefully that oil will recover my losses. So anyway, yeah, that's it for that. This video is mainly about 2-day income, selling puts. So let's get to that. There's really nothing on the earnings calendar or the economic calendar, so there's not really a reason to go over that stuff. But this is a strategy that I use almost every week. This week, Chewy was the ticker. The dog food shipping company or whatever. So the idea behind this strategy is on Wednesdays, you want to find a stock, preferably something that doesn't cost too much. This one's like a $17-ish stock. And the idea is to sell a put, collect the premium, and as long as the stock price doesn't drop down to your strike price, you get to keep all the premium. If it does come down to your strike price, then you've either got to exit and get out and maybe possibly buy these puts back for a loss, or you have to buy 100 shares for each contract. I normally sell 10 contracts, so that's 1,000 shares. And if you do not want the stock, then I would recommend just getting out of the puts before close. Because if you saw my previous video, you know what happened to me last week. I got stuck with 1,000 shares of Riley, but that worked out because I was able to sell them on Monday for a $500 profit. So that all was fine and good, but that does not always happen. And this one on Wednesday, it had earnings, so it was kind of an earnings play, and it was trading. Man, I want to say it was like in the close to 18 or something when I sold these puts for Friday expiration, which is tomorrow. I sold the 15 put, which is down below these lows. And the idea is that this stock is beaten up. It's way down at its lows. So the idea was it probably won't go lower. And the premium was like $30 per contract. So I got like $300 for 10 contracts. And as long as they expire out of the money tomorrow, I can keep all that money. But I think due to my fear of last week happening again, because this thing dropped significantly today, which is kind of weird since it beat earnings and it skyrocketed after earnings. Today, for some reason, it decided it wanted to tank. It's still at, let's see, it's at $15.98 after hours. So I'm still $1 above my strike, but just to be safe, I'm gonna exit first thing at open probably. At close, the option was worth like 3.5 cents, so I put in a limit order to buy them back for 5 cents a piece. So it'll cost me like 50 bucks to get out, but peace of mind is good sometimes. So how do you find these stocks? Well, there's one option I use sometimes. There's a website called Option Seller ROI for return on income, or return on investment, I mean. And you can search for the best return options. You can do puts or calls. And as you can see, what I normally would do on a Wednesday is you would take this days to expiration down to 3. I can't really do that today because it's already Thursday. Let's just do 7 so we can get like next week's worth of stuff. Takes a minute for it to calculate all the data. But you can see it tells you your return on your investment, tells you what the premium you can probably get for each ticker. There we go, it updated. As you can see, Chewy is on here for next week. And on this main page, I'm not sure how to do this moneyness thing, but I think you can show more strike prices by playing with this stuff. But if you click on the actual ticker, which I've already done, I clicked on Chewy earlier just to show you all this. This is for a next week option, obviously in 7 days expiration, but you can see the strike price and the premium you would get. What I normally do is I look for around 25 or 30 cents for a 2-day put. So for instance, on Wednesday, This would have been a 3/22 expiration, 3 days to expiration. The strike was $15 and it was like the premium was like 30 cents. So it's not a bad return for 2 days. So anyway, that's kind of the gist of it. Hopefully that helps y'all. I will let you know how my Chewy put goes tomorrow. It should be okay. A lot of times if you have a limit order right at the open, you pretty much get what you want, as long as you're not totally fanatically, out of range or something. I put it to buy it back at 5 cents, so I may have to pay $50, but I'll still keep 250, and I don't have to worry about getting the shares in case it drops more tomorrow. That's all I have for you today. Sniper Trader is out.